Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another race for the ARCS Cup Series. We're going to be going now to Greenville Pickens Speedway for the inaugural race there. We've never raced at Greenville Pickens Speedway before, and this will be the first time we'll do that. So, going into this race here for our 10th event of the 12 race series season, we're going to be going, here we have Richard Herman has the points lead going into this race. Colonel Basher is right in second after getting his 8th win last race at, oh geez, what was the track? I forgot. Oh yeah, Langhorne Speedway. Yeah, he got his 8th win there. Mark Bell Jr. is third in the point standings, just 12 points behind Richard Herman, 6 points behind Colonel Basher. Pretty nice, pretty satisfying split there. Robert Hartley is 4th in the point standings, and Lee Joe's 5th in the point standings. Jeez, I can't talk. Anyways, that's the standings right now. Let's go down to the race and see how it goes. And we're here at Greenville Pickens Speedway for this race in the ARCS Cup Series season of 1955. We have Richard Herman, who is the points leader, going to be starting for the pole position here. And on the outside of him is Eddie Moore of Bullet Motorsports and Robert Harley of Robert Harley Racing, and starting is third. Theo Carter has qualified in the top 5 and 4th, and Colonel Basher, who is right behind Richard Herman in the points, is starting for 5th, and we're going to be starting now.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there we go. The command was given for us to get underway with this race. And here we go. They're getting ready to leave pit road. We're ready to go green. Here is everybody. We're getting started. This is going to be great. Alright, there it goes in the pace car. Here we go, coming to the flag stand. The flag waver waves the green flag. The flag waver waves the green flag. The race is on. We're green. And here goes the racing. They're all going. Got 21 drivers here for this race, I believe. No, we actually got 25 drivers. 25 driver field. And the first lap is done. That's a slower track than some of the other tracks, but it's still good racing. There goes Robert Hartley. He's going to try and climb back up into the points lead. But can he? I don't know, we'll see. And I wonder how long Daniel Carter can hold on to his position. Apparently not for long, because he just got passed for 4th. Well, he is being passed for 4th by Colonel Basher, who's trying to get 2 championships in a row. But if Richard Herman can hold on to the lead, he can get the championship finally after finishing runner-up for the past 2 seasons. And here we go. We got 72 laps of racing here. It's going to be fun. I hope. Oh, we got 3 wide here with Dennis Reese in the middle of Henry Miles in the 98 and Vern Thompson in the black number 9 car of Pratt Garage. Looks like they're gonna save it. No problems there. And here is Maurice Murray in the 52. He's qualified for this race. That's pretty good. And also John Kerry. Haven't seen John Kerry in a long time. Glad to see he's okay. He's still racing. How's Mark Bell Jr. doing? He's doing good here. He's in 12th. Or probably going to change. Yep, he's 11th now. Alright. Race is on. We've got a lot of interesting names in the top 10 here. We have Eddie Moore, who has been hasn't been running up in the top 10 for a few of these races. And here he is. He's in second, right behind the leader, Richard Herman, in the 53. And also, speaking of Daniel Carter, he's also here running in 6th place. Actually, he's probably down to 7th. Yep, because Chris Michael just passed for 6th place. Have Richard Herman, Martin Lynch and Mike Riley both up here in the top 10 as well. And Mark Belgier is just barely not in the top 10, but he's going to be passing Mike Riley in the 61 car for 10th place to get up into the top 10. Mark Belgier is going to have to try and get a good finish here if he wants to keep moving up on the points. Because the race for the points lead and the championship is a fierce one. We have, it's pretty close between Richard Herman, Colonel Basher, and Mark Bell Jr. Since they're all just 20 points within each other. So if one of them would win, it would mean a lot for the goal of winning the championship. So it's going to be very interesting to see who is going to win the championship, who is going to end up winning. Is it going to be Mark Belgier getting his first championship after a great season? He's got his first win this season. 5 top 5s and 6 top 10s, which is pretty good. Or is it going to be Richard Herman, who's finally going to get the championship after coming up runner-up each and every season? Or Colonel Basher, going to try and get the second championship and a second championship in a row. 2 championships in a row. That would be incredible if Colonel Basher managed to do that. So, what's going to happen? Is Colonel Basher going to hold another record for most championships? After now having most wins, of course, with 8 wins. No other driver comes close to that. He only has half his wins, like Robert Harley, his teammate, which he just passed for 3rd place. Robert Harley has 4 wins, and also Richard Herman, the 53, who is leading this race. He also has 4 wins. But Colonel Basher has got an amazing amount of wins. And it looks like Richard Herman here is pulling ahead of Eddie Moore in the number 1 car. Richard Herman now 1.5 seconds ahead. Pretty big gap, but Colonel Basher is probably going to catch up and get the lead. But there is every chance Colonel Basher doesn't make it up to the winning spot. Mark Belgier here still in 10th place. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to stay up in second in the points, because, well, Richard Herman and Colonel Basher are way up there, way up the front. And Robert Hartley, right now, he's in 4th, I believe. Yeah. He's 4th in the point standings. And he might also pass Mark Belgier in the points. Lee Cho's 5th in the point standings. He's up here in 11th, right behind Mark Bell Jr. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. Dalton Jones also is up here, battling in the top 5, trying to pass for 4th, trying to pass Robert Hartley. Owner of Robert Hartley Racing, Dalton Jones is still independent. Yeah, we've got some teams up here, like 5395 Racing, Bullet Motorsports, Robert Hartley Racing, and Hughes Racing, and Pratt Garage. They're all up here in the top 10, but only 2 of these drivers are independent, such as Dalton Jones in the 24 and Martin Lynch here in the number 88 car. Most of the front runners rely on teams, but these couple of independent drivers have made it up to the top 10, which is pretty good, pretty impressive. Here goes Dalton Jones, passing Robert Hartley. There they go. It looks like Colonel Basher is coming up to Eddie Moore and trying pass for second. Oh boy. Richard Herman still continues to lead. And seriously, he's got a big gap now of 20.39 seconds. 2.39 seconds. Wow, I really cannot speak or think. Which is bad because I want to be a commentator. I'll get better probably. Maybe I'll get better someday. Meanwhile, looking at Eddie Moore and Robert Hartley, Colonel Basher and Eddie Moore, they're still battling strong for second place. But it looks like Eddie Moore is fast enough to keep Colonel Basher at bay in third place. But it looks like Colonel Basher may just snake onto the inside there and pass Eddie Moore for second place. Eddie Moore is still going. But they're still losing time to Richard Herman, who is already 2.58 seconds ahead. Yeah. Let's talk about the fastest lap time. It's being held by Richard Herman, the points leader and a leader of this race. Can he get another win here? Could Richard Herman get his 5th win? He could. This is entirely possible. Could this be the season where Richard Herman gets his championship? It could be. But Colonel Basher, it looks like he's passing Eddie Moore now. So Colonel Basher might just catch up to Richard Herman here. While Colonel Basher gets right by Eddie Moore and comes up into second place. This is what happened last time. Colonel Basher passed for second and just climbed all the way up to the leader and eventually won. That's what happened last race. Is it going to happen this race too? Well, we'll find out. How's the gap doing? 3.43 seconds. Oh boy. Richard Herman just got his best lap time last lap. That's pretty great. Richard Herman is going pretty fast. But Colonel Basher might be faster, though. It doesn't really show in his last lap because he didn't really get a good lap here. 24.919 and 24.195. Yep. Richard Herman seems to be just slightly faster than Colonel Basher. And there goes Richard Herman there. He's got a really good line there. And he's trying his absolute best to keep his lead. And he's doing pretty good, but can he hold on to it for the remainder of about 40 laps in this race? It's going to be pretty difficult. On lap 27. Colonel Basher is 3.65 seconds back. Eddie Moore is 4.21 seconds back. Fourth place, Dalton Jones is 4.54 seconds back. And Chris Michael, in just only 5th place, is 5 seconds behind the leader. It's a big gap. Oh, Robert Hartley's in the pits. Why is he in the pits? I don't know. Now he's a lap down. Okay, Robert Hartley, who is 4th in the points standings. He's been doing pretty good in this race. He was 4th place for a while. He's in the pits. Must be something wrong with his car. I don't know. And Robert Hartley gets lapped by Richard Herman. And he's going to go 2 laps down now. I don't know what's happened to Robert Hartley. Maybe he's just very early on the pit cycles that may or may not exist. I think it might come off the track. There must be something seriously wrong with his car. Yes. I don't know. Check it back on Richard Herman. He's actually embiggening the gap between him and second place Colonel Basher. Now Colonel Basher is 3.82 seconds back. Maybe Colonel Basher may not be able to catch up after all, but that could entirely change if there was a caution to be thrown out, if someone were to spin out or wreck. And it looks like Dalton Jones in the 24 is making a move on Eddie Moore, passing for third place, and Chris Michael is following right behind, trying to get fourth from Eddie Moore. Gary Wilson, teammate of Richard Herman, is doing pretty good. He's in 6th place right now. That's nice. And finally, Robert Harley is coming out of the pits. Ooh, easy on the merge there. It's good. It's fine. No wrecks there. But yeah, Robert Harley must have had something bad happen to his car because he's now 4 laps down and in last. And you know who isn't in last? Billy Harrison. He's now in 24th, but he's the last person on the lead lap, so it's practically last, but Robert Harley is the real person here who is last. But hey, at least Billy Harrison has qualified in a 25 car field. He must consider himself lucky for TMB Automobile Racing. I believe that's what his team name is called. He's with Terrence Anderson. And they are on the team together. I don't know who owns the team. I think Terrence Anderson. Terrence Anderson owns the team, but yeah, they race on the team together. But Terrence Anderson did not qualify for this race. Let's see what's happening with the other drivers here. Here's Elliot Kennedy. You never get to see him. He's qualified, and he's running up in 20th place in the top 20. That's pretty neat. At least he's qualified, and Lester Brown. There's Pierre Navarro, Trey Clegg, Ryan Adema, who's been doing it good for a few races, but right now Ryan Adema is in 17th place, which is less than favorable. Alright. Checking up with Richard Herman. He's 4 seconds ahead of second place Colonel Basher. That is a very big gap. And it looks like Richard Herman is catching up to the cars in the back, like Billy Harrison. Here he is going into turn 1, and Richard Herman is just coming out of turn 4. Definitely catching up. And Colonel Basher just can't keep up with the pace. He's trying to get good lap times here, but Richard Herman just has better lap times. Am I seeing things? John Kerry, the number 7, has the second fastest lap time of any driver today. Excuse me? John Kerry! He just got his fastest lap time last lap, and he's gotten the second fastest lap time out of any driver. John Kerry is turning out some good lap times. If you remember, he won the first race, so of course he has a trinket of talent in him, a kernel of talent. And, well, John Kerry, he's won the first race, so I mean, he's pretty good, right? But we haven't seen John Kerry really shine for a long time. It's been 2 seasons, and he hasn't really done much. And nearing the end of the 3rd season, here he is with the second fastest lap time. So it's nice to see that John Kerry still has some a fire within him. Just guess not really that lucky. But here he is with the second fastest lap time. 13th, he's at least qualified for this race, which is pretty good. He's at 13th. Maybe he could get a top 10 here if he tries really hard. Just have to see, though. Richard Herman is still churning out insane lap times here. 4.5 seconds ahead of Colonel Basher. Look at this. That, you can see the gap right there. There is, you can see it right there. 4.75 seconds of a difference. Look at that. You can see the gap there. It's just insane. Richard Herman is fast, really fast today. Alright, anything happening in the field? Nope, doesn't look like it. We're halfway there though. Right? Wait, hold on. Yeah, we're halfway there. Hey, there's Martin Lynch in the number 88 car. Nothing really to say about him. Not much to say. Actually, let's check in how Martin Lynch is doing, because you haven't seen much of him. How is he doing? Right. Oh, actually, right now he's 16th in the point standings. Doing better than half the drivers in this series. Even doing better than the likes of Daniel Carter, which is right in front of him. So I guess they're pretty much evenly matched. Martin Lynch only has one top 5 and the top 10, which is just the top 5 he got. I mean, that's pretty good. Alright. Don't really know what much to talk about. Oh, there's Dennis Reese. He's at 11th, not at the top 10. Poor Dennis Reese, but he's still pretty good. And actually, Mark Bell Jr., I've failed to mention this, but he's up here in 8th now. And he just got his fastest lap time, just last lap. That's pretty great. Mark Bell Jr. now has the 10th fastest lap time of the race. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Oh. Oh my goodness, Richard Herman is right behind Billy Harrison now. Looks like we're going to see Billy Harrison get lapped here. Oh, Colonel Basher just got a great lap time. Might catch up if Richard Herman gets held up by Billy Harrison here. So Richard Herman is going to have to act quick, because Colonel Basher will definitely use this to his advantage. So Richard Herman has got to make the move, like, very soon, or else Colonel Basher will catch up, which he is doing. He's now 4.54 seconds back. And trust me, he did indeed close in the gap there. So Richard Herman is definitely going to have to get by Billy Harrison before Colonel Basher has a chance to catch up, which he is doing. Alright, Richard Herman trying to get by Billy Harrison. And Colonel Basher closed in the gap just a bit. But if Richard Herman continues to get held up, and if Colonel Basher passes the lapped cars fast enough, he could definitely take the win and lead this race and win. And get the points lead, because Colonel Basher is just behind Richard Herman in the points. And it's going to be very close. Mark Bell Jr., though, it's probably going to fall down to maybe 4th. But it looks like, well, Robert Hartley, who is 4th of the point standings, so he's probably not going to keep that position for long, because he's now 4 laps down. And Lee Jones, where is he anyways? Oh, he's at 7th. He's doing better than Mark Bell Jr. Mark Bell Jr.'s really got to step it up. Lee Jones in the 46 is 1 position ahead of Mark Bell Jr. So Mark Bell Jr. is going to have to work hard to get back up into the points if this race doesn't go well. But if Mark Bell Jr. got another win, maybe that could help him. I don't know. It's a very close. It's a very close race to the championship, with between these drivers, especially Richard Herman and Colonel Basher and Mark Bell Jr. As of the last race, because now it's probably not going to be as close, because Mark Bell Jr. is a bit of ways away in 8th place. That's not to say 8th place is pretty bad, but I mean, it's not as well as Richard Herman and Colonel Basher, are literally in the number 1 and 2 spot. Yeah, who's gonna win this championship? It's pretty interesting to think about. Who's gonna win the championship? I don't know. Oops, I just whacked the microphone filter. Well, looks like Cola Basher may not catch up now. The gap is getting a little bit big. Actually, Richard Herman had he did close in the gap a bit because he had a better lap time than Richard Herman, who is now bringing out 25.0 second lap times, and Colonel Basher's just slightly faster. So just closing the gap just barely, but Richard Herman might win this race. And there he goes. Richard Herman is putting Vern Thompson a lap down in the 9 car. And Pratt Garage isn't doing too well this season. A lot of their drivers aren't performing too well. Did Jameson Pratt even qualify? I don't think he did. I don't think Jameson Pratt qualified, so if you remember how it was where Jameson Pratt qualified but the other drivers don't, it's the complete opposite here. All of his drivers are here, but except for Jameson Pratt himself, the team owner. So it's up to John Kerry, Daniel Carter, and Vern Thompson to get a good race here. And they're trying. John Kerry is in 11th. Trying to get into the top 10, as well as Daniel Carter. Well, actually, Daniel Carter started 4th, but Daniel Carter has fallen all the way back here in 12th place, which isn't pretty good. And Dennis Reese here is trying to pass Martin Lynch for 9th place. Martin Lynch in the top 10, that's pretty good. And there goes Dennis Reese, who has successfully made another pass. Looks like Vern Thompson is passing Kenneth Ingram for 22nd. Richard Herman continuing to lead this race. It's it's staggering. We're nearing 10 laps to go here. If there is no caution, then you can almost guarantee that Richard Herman will win this race. Boy, I really cannot talk. I'm trying though. Best you can do is just practice. And this basically is what I'm doing, practicing. Oh, whatever. Richard Herman continuing to follow behind Pierre Navarro, who is passing Simon Mayer here. And, looks like Richard Herman is might get stuck behind Simon Mayer here. No, it looks like Pierre Navarro is holding open the inside line for Richard Herman for him. And so Richard Herman can just go back, swoop up to the inside line, and pass Simon Mayer here, and put him a lap down. Okay, Pierre Navarro, keep on the lead lap. Perhaps. I don't know. Meanwhile, Colonel Basher still hasn't gone by Billy Harrison, which Richard Herman has passed ages ago. And, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like Colonel Basher is going to be coming up contending for the lead if there is no caution. Yeah, 10 laps to go here, now 9 laps to go as we go into lap 64. Colonel Basher is still 4.62 seconds behind. Looks like Colonel Basher is now passing Billy Harrison, though. There he goes. There's Mark Bell Jr., 8th place. Lee Joe, 7th. They're pretty spread out here. But in the back, they seem to be very close together. Wow, there's not a lot of people here. Yeah, a lot of drivers are a lap down now. Richard Herman is just very good here. There's Mike Riley and Maurice Murray. Hey, John Kerry's made it up in the top 5. I mean, top 10, not top 5. That would have been amazing if he was in the top 5, but no, he's in the top 10. John Kerry doing pretty good. He's passed Dennis Reese here, who is still in the top 10, so I'm glad for both of them being in the top 10. Martin Lynch in 11th. Alright. We're watching Richard Herman here. Coming into the final laps here. And we're nearing 6 laps to go here, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 6 laps to go. Richard Herman still has an insane lead on the field. Richard Herman is probably going to get his 5th win here. And Colonel Basher will still be probably really close behind in the point standings. Mark Belchier is probably going to fall down a position. And Robert Harley is not going to have too much fun after finishing last year, which he has before. I believe he DNF'd in one race. I can't remember which race he did. But yeah, Robert Harley has DNF'd one race already. And another last place finish is definitely going to be detrimental to his point standings. And here he goes. Richard Herman continues to lead. We're on lap 69. And Richard Herman still. Oh. That was weird. Looks like Richard Herman's just going to win this race. He's going to get his 5th win here at the Greenville Pickens Speedway for the inaugural race here. Might get good racing in the other races, but for an inaugural race, I think this is pretty fine. Alright, 3 laps to go here. Richard Herman still leading in the points. He wants to get that championship, and this will certainly help. Richard Herman coming up. Lap cars behind him. He doesn't have any more lap cars ahead of him. Well, there is Lester Brown, but I don't think it's going to pass him before the end of this race. Man, it's getting really scary with it. Scary with it stuttering. Yeah, Colonel Basher, 2nd fastest lap time. John Kerry, 3rd fastest lap time. Gary Wilson, 4th fastest lap time. And Chris Michael, 5th fastest lap time. Colonel Basher just can't get a break. Well, actually, he does. He's in 4th place right now, which is pretty good. Hey, more gonna get Bullet Motorsports top 5 finish here. Anyways, we're watching Richard Herman go across the line. The flag waver waves the white flag. It's the last lap here at the Greenville Pickens Speedway. Richard Herman is looking to get the championship, get his 3rd race win of the season, and get his 5th win, almost rivaling Colonel Basher's 8-win record. Anyways, Richard Herman takes the checker flag. Richard Herman is your winner here at Greenville Pickens Speedway. 53.95 Racing visits victory lane once again, with Richard Herman winning the race, getting his 3rd win of the season, and his 5th win overall, which will be the 2nd most wins any driver has ever gotten. And now the race is over. It's been a fun one. Oh boy. Now everyone pits as the race ends. It's a pretty good race. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for joining me here. I hope you enjoyed. I tried to put on the best show I could. Try to be the most entertaining. I really sincerely hope you enjoyed, as I try very hard to keep this series alive. So anyways, thank you for joining me. That was the race. And we're going to get ready to go to Victory Lane and meet up with Richard Herman, who is your winner. So anyways, let's go down there. And yes, there you have it. Richard Herman is the winner. He has won with an insane lead over the other drivers. Colonel Basher has finished 2nd to him. Dalton Jones has finished 3rd in the race. Chris Michael 4th. Eddie Moore 5th. Gary Wilson 6th. Lee Jones 7th. Mark Belchier up to 8th in the race. That's great. John Kerry a top 10 finish at 9th. And Dennis Reese with another top 10 finish at 10th. So yeah, now Richard Herman still leading in the points. Colonel Basher is still in 2nd. Mark Belchier still 3rd in the point standings. But Robert Harley has fallen a long way. Now 132 points behind Richard Herman after last place finish. Dalton Jones is 5th. Lee Jones is 6th. No affiliation between them anymore. 7th. Chris Michael 8th. Dennis Reese 9th. And Gary Wilson 10th. So, yeah, anyways, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all for the next race at the Monroe County Fairgrounds for the night race there. So I'll see you there. Oops, I forgot to hit unrecord. I'm still recording.